Hello Aquarius, how's everybody doing? We are here with a timeless tarot reading. My name is Gabriella. For anybody new tuning in, welcome to the channel. Before we get started, let's set the intention for this to be a space where everyone allows themselves to feel seen and validated, and ultimately for this to be a safe space and a healing space in alignment with everyone's highest good. Okay, so what I'm seeing is there's something that you feel interested in, something that is like sparking feeling within you or moving you to some degree, but it may be a little bit different than what you're used to, or you may be being called to get outside of your comfort zone to do something in a different way than you normally do. It looks like there's a change and an evolving that's being asked of you in order to participate in this thing. So it looks like there's a bit of an ice-breaking energy. I was seeing the Page of Wands and the Fool and the Death card, and so there's like personal evolving and growth that is going to be sprouting from this opportunity. You're going to know what it is because you feel called, interested, drawn towards something. It can be a new activity, it can be a project, it can be something that you just pass by and you're like, for some reason I just feel sort of pulled in this direction. But again, like, to have the Fool, you may not have experience doing this. It may be a little bit outside of your comfort zone, you may be thinking a bit outside of the box. There's experiencing and learning and growing and exploring that would be involved in this. And again, with the Death card, growth and evolving. Development, personally. The Fool is an innovative and creative energy as well. It represents Uranus. I'm hearing thunder. All right, we're starting off with a Tower, but I am also seeing this Six of Cups on the bottom of the deck. This can be something that you were not expecting to return at this time. Something, someone. A surprising moment, to say the least. Okay. So, I see whatever happens after the Tower as being like the next consecutive state that you find yourself in. So this Tower is going to be a desirable one. This is like, I didn't think that I would get to this goal this quickly. This can be like a windfall moment. This can be something going much, much better than you had expected it to. This can be something being much more valuable, much more lucrative than you thought. Something that's associated with a goal, with an accomplishment. Ten of Pentacles is something valuable to you. So this is like something surprising happen, or something like reversing really quickly, or something fluctuating very quickly, but fluctuating in like a positive way. Positive meaning you're gaining something. This can mean too, like you felt very, very far away from something and the Tower happens and you get pushed right into that goal of yours or where you were trying to go. Like you thought that something would take like 10 months and it takes 10 minutes. Something like this. This does feel like it would affect you within your personal life. Queen of Pentacles means this could affect your home, your finances, things within your personal life. Things that would be a personal goal of yours. It would start there for you. For some reason, this had not been on your radar, not in this way. We have the Hanged Man and the Seven of Wands. This thing that happens, it changes some aspect of your thinking, and it seems like it even activates you caring about something or you taking action to protect something. Like, this feels like a moment where you can have like a realization or an epiphany that you weren't expecting, or something just falls into perspective in a different way than you had been seeing it before. And it can bring up feelings for you where you're like, I need to protect something, or something is worth defending, or it's worth going after, or it's worth standing up for. Because this can be you being like challenged by scenarios or other people, and you being like, I'm gonna stand on this hill and defend this thought or this stance or this thing that I have within my life now, or this opinion. Something matters to you enough to stand up for it and to protect it. You may feel like it's challenging to keep something for a moment. It feels like maybe you didn't realize how much you cared about something. Something along those lines. I'm seeing it pulls you into a space where there's like no room for apathy. Like, you're definitely taking a stance here. This is something expansive for you. And I'm seeing that you also have luck on your side too. To have the Seven of Wands and also the Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune is going to give you like a cushion. It's going to give you protection. It's going to help you. And so there's like a benevolent energy around you too when it comes to you doing this thing. So you may feel like you're the only one standing there showing up, but I'm seeing you have this whole like invisible team behind you helping you out. But you could be like the face of whatever this is that you're doing here. That's not to say it all makes sense all the time. I'm seeing this still be something that you're like working through and trying to figure out. Okay. You're being led into a necessary change as well. Like, this is going to help you transition. It also may put you in a place where you feel like you want to be creating, but before you could have felt like for some reason you didn't have something that you needed. I almost see you getting, it's like you want to be able to paint something, but before you may have not had the supplies that you needed, and now something has happened where you have like all that supplies and more. Like everything that you needed to be able to create, to manifest something that you want. This feels too like you, I don't just want to say change where it's like you change from one thing to another. This is an evolving. So this is you being like, oh, I can do this thing that I want to do. This is you feeling prepared and ready. The Magician has everything that they need. And I'm seeing something physically came in for you that for some reason has like solidified that you're able to do this. Like, I'm getting this be some sort of supplies that you needed in some way. And Pentacles are a physical manifestation. So there could have been something that you were lacking before that now there's like an accomplishment that you have, something physically coming through for you that helps you within your purpose, continuing to create and manifest. I'm seeing the Magician be like you as a creator and you as like an artist of some sort, doing something, like again, creating something. But this isn't just you doing this, like there's a sense of security here. There's a sense of like even confidence here. Something has definitely changed to make you feel like you're legit now in some way. This looks like it's actually a mental, something physically happened for you, something physically showed up, something manifested for you that gave you some sort of security that you needed. And I'm seeing this change things, this alter things mentally for you. So even though in some ways certain things will be the same, this like mental shift that happened, that's what has you feeling legitimate now in what it is that you're doing. So if you had been feeling a lack of confidence before, I'm seeing that be altered. You may have also, with the Death card here, you could have gone through something that felt really tough and come out on the other side as well and been like, now I feel very well prepared to be doing this. Because Death card can be a challenge of sorts, but it's something that really helps you evolve and grow. Challenging circumstances. You could have felt like you weren't understanding what your intuition was telling you before, but now I'm seeing you are. I will say this, it feels like one of those moments where you could have been like, is this thing on when it comes to your intuition, like trying to connect but having a hard time? And you could have been wondering, like, is there something wrong? Like, am I broken in some sort of way? I'm just getting static on the line. But because of this shift mentally in perspective, because of this like alternate view that you've now assumed, and because of how involved you've become now, I'm seeing something feel normal to you. It's almost like before you could have been like trying to get on track to that invisible blueprint, and you were like, I can't see anything. And your guides were like, you need to feel this out. And somehow you've like gained the confidence to be able to do that. So this can be before you were like so concerned that you couldn't see where this invisible blueprint is. And there's like this moment where you just like closed your eyes and felt, rather than feeling like you physically needed to see something in front of you. There's this moment where you have felt like you allowed your energy to expand and kind of soared out and find that moment where your energy magnetically hits something and you're like, I feel that's locked in now. Because this is you finding that invisible blueprint that is no longer invisible to you. I'm seeing like a magnet connect here. So you're connected to something in a way that you hadn't been feeling before. It does feel like a domino effect of sorts. But it took some significant epiphany that was encouraged by you feeling safe. There was some sort of reassurance that surfaced for you. There's definitely a deeper level of self-trust here as well that I'm seeing. Look, and I'm also seeing your energy look so much more calm too. Like intact. You look centered, you look grounded. Which may have felt like a big challenge before too. I will say this as well. Even though you get to a point at times where you feel centered and where you feel grounded, that doesn't mean that you just stay there constantly. If you could just get to one space and be there forever and there was no oscillation, you wouldn't really need to be here, you know? It's not like you stay there and you're there and then you don't have to do anything. Sometimes you feel grounded, sometimes you don't. It's always a journey of getting to the place where you want to go. And it's not always just this static destination of yours. It's something constantly moving and evolving and being shaken up. And so you may feel very, very grounded and very still right now. A moment before you may not have been feeling like that. In 10 weeks you may not be feeling like that. But remember this moment now, because it's something that you are going to be able to get back to during times when you feel ungrounded, or you feel like you're slipping in a direction where you don't want to go, or you feel like something is going on and you're like losing that anchor that brings you back. It's about like retracing your steps and getting back to where you are now, energetically, like in that moment. I'm seeing you also recognize like the benevolence that's around you too, the support that you have. But I'm seeing it be like less so maybe people and physical support. For some of you, it can definitely be people. Hold on. For some of you, it can be people around you, but I'm seeing this more so be like invisible forces around you. Like your family, your community. Energetically that's around you, that you may not physically see, but you can feel it. I'm seeing that you had to get to this certain space energetically for this opportunity to come through. It's almost like it was on a timing system, but it wasn't on a time. It was you needing to progress somewhere energetically, and then something was unlocked for you, and I'm seeing an opportunity come through. But you're at like the perfect place vibrationally to receive this. It looks like this wouldn't have come through for you until you got here though. Like you needed to be receptive in a certain type of way, and you needed to be in a grounded space to be able to like even maybe handle this or to see this. But now I'm seeing it come through for you. Okay, so there is like an unexpected change, shift, transition. It's something at first that you may be like, oh, I don't know about this, because it may feel like a bit intimidating. It may feel like a lot. It may feel intense. It may feel like too much at a moment. But I'm seeing your guides be with you, and I'm seeing this actually leads you to you feeling like you have everything that you need, even in a physical sense. So we have the Tower. We have the Death card. This can mean a very quick shift, because this is represented by Mars. Mars is like things that happen very, very quickly, like in a moment. Like something being blasted off, or like a snap of the fingers. It's not something where there's like this long build up to it and then it happens kind of slowly and it takes some time. This is like something automatically happening very quickly. Now this can be like a big life transition of some sort, or like leaping from one timeline to another. Like there's a very big significant shift. To have the Death card too, this can be something psychologically for you, but I'm also seeing that there's a physical component that's attached to this. This is like you get to a place, you feel like you have what you need to be able to create something. So this is like a physical sensation of something physically manifesting, something materializing for you that has you feeling like you're backed up, like in a good way. Like you have like resources that you need, or you have support that you need. There's something here that allows you to feel like safe to create, because this is you feeling stable in a very important way. And this is you being like, I'm capable, I have what I need to create and to do what I need to do. This is you feeling like you're in a great position to get something done, and it's something connected with your visionary energy. This is also you being open to receiving what you need to receive and being able to produce what you want to produce as well. And having what you need around you to accomplish that. This can mean things falling into place in a worldly sense as well. I'm seeing there's definitely a mental shift that was connected with this. This means before you hadn't been seeing something, there's like an epiphany of some sort that connects you with, oh, that's that line that I needed to be connected with. That's that realization. This is me understanding what my feelings are telling me. This is me getting connected with my intuition. It's like having the key to a map now that maybe you felt like you'd been missing before. I'm seeing you also be in a space where you're like wanting to defend your peace of mind as well. This is like, I want to protect myself and make sure I'm in a space where I feel grounded. This is me also being mindful of when I don't feel like I'm in a place where I'm grounded, and helping myself get back to that. So there's a lot of maintenance here emotionally and energetically that you're doing, where you look very grounded and very in touch with yourself, and also protecting that state of yours. And this is like timing wise, there's an opportunity where you needed to be exactly where you are now for this to be like released and unlocked, and you to now have access to this. So we are looking at Mars, Scorpio. I am hearing Sagittarius, Mercury, Neptune, and Jupiter. All right, my friends, we are going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everybody for tuning in. Thank you for connecting. I'm wishing everybody love and light and healing, and I hope to catch you guys next time.